Hello folks, before we go for a disclaimer and every other thing, I want you to look at this strong move down here that we got today on the euro dollar. We are in this together. As a price action trader, what did you miss here? As a price action trader, why did the price trade this lower? And why did it do this? So let's play the disclaimer and we start the analysis. This will mainly be in English, not Luganda today, because I want so many people to. Now this was recorded after I realized that I didn't show you this screen here. I didn't show you this move, so I decided to record this later. So this video will be in English and Luganda as usual. This is Mentor speaking, and I want us to look at something very interesting that I'm seeing here. Now, videos over the previous episodes, I've been talking about old highs and old lows, equal highs and equal lows. Njagala otonolide kanakatale. I have a reason lwachi analysis yange over why. Now let's have this episode in English. Okay, let's have this episode in English. Now, I've actually been talking about equal highs and equal lows since we started looking at price action. They are like 4 to 5 episodes, if I can recall, that we've so far recorded concerning price action. Now, do we have equal lows here? Now, I have, just like I've told you, I have a reason, because, you know, when you're teaching someone, you trick them, okay? I tricked you by mainly doing my analysis on this same pair, the euro dollar. The same things that I've been talking about, are they happening? I talked about equal highs and equal lows, old highs and lows. I talked about imbalances and so many other things. Now, I told you I do my analysis on a daily chart. How do I trade? I talked about a 15 minutes or a 5 minute chart for my entries. I want you to take you step by step on this same pair. I want us to jump to a 15 minute chart. Now, which day is this? This is April 13th. Now, I will put this whole area, okay, in a square. This candle, okay, the next, okay, let me even include, you know, the green candle. If you want, you can do the same thing on your computer as well, or a smartphone if you're using one. I want us to do an analysis in this same area here. Since I already, now let me jump to my 15 minutes chart, that same area. You see? Now, if you travel back in time, what do we have here? What did I talk about imbalances? Is this area balanced? Now, when was this? This was April 11th, 2022. Did we balance this area? We didn't. Now, every time I tell you to do your technical analysis on a 15 minute chart, these are the things I want you to look at. Did I talk about old lows and highs? I might had not talked about old imbalances, but I want you to look at this same thing. Go back to your, your charts, trading view. Look at this area. Just like I told you, I tricked you, taught you everything just on one currency pair. If you're watching this video, in the future, then these same things, okay, they will still happen. But I'm talking about the students I'm teaching at the moment. So I want us to mark this whole area here, okay, which is already marked the other side, yes, but I will mark this whole area, the imbalance, most especially the imbalance, okay? That is the only area I will focus on. Now, from there to here, I have my conditions. Okay? Now, what do you see here? Now, what do you see here? Isn't this an institutional level? Oh la la, it's a 200. Okay, it's a 20 level. It's a 20 level, institutional level. It's a 20 institutional level. Let me show you very well. I don't want you to think that I'm just, these are not my own things. Now we talked about a 200. 20. It's a 20. Let me add its thickness. Okay, I will also change the color to black. Give it a black color. Thickness to at least 3 pixels, okay, for us to see this well. Imbalance, institutional level. Did you talk about them? Yes, we did talk about them. This is really interesting. What do you see here? Folks, what do you see? What do you see on your screen? Do you see do you see indicators here? Do you see robots here? No, you might maybe think that I photoshopped this now. I've zoomed out. Imbalance, institutional level. Let me zoom out again and scroll. Did we have price trade above my selected area? Definitely no. We don't have price trading above this area here. Do we have an institutional level? Yes. Did we close above the institutional level? No, we didn't. Do we have a candle close above there? No. There are so many things happening here that you're not seeing, and I want to show them to you. Let me jump to this. Sorry, my thing is, I have a lot of now I want to first look at power of 3. We have an accumulation here. Do we? Yes, we do. Now, you might not see this very well. Let's jump to a 5-minute chart. We first had this accumulation that I talked about. Price. We got a manipulation. A manipulation where exactly is that manipulation heading to, folks? The institutional level, the 20 institutional level here. Now, price comes to the 20 institutional level here. We have a low here. After this, price breaks structure. Liquidity here. This is also important, okay? It might actually be a 5 minutes, candle, but we have liquidity below here. What happens? We fetch liquidity here. We are generating more liquidity here, folks, to deceive these so-called retail traders that price is trading higher. We are generating liquidity. Liquidity to do what? To trade lower, to take price lower. I took this trade. And do you want me to show you that I took this trade? Do you want me to prove to you? Yes. I want you to look at this. Okay, I used MentoredTrader 4 on a phone. Now, do you see the 1.099170 level? I want you to pause the video here because we're going to put this same level on the chart, on the big screen. Do you see this here? Definitely, you're seeing it. It is a 1.091170. That was my entry on a 15 minutes chart. Let's go back to the big screen. What level was it that I entered the market? Let me just add that level on or under, because I want you to know that this has nothing to do with indicators. It has nothing to do with robots. It has nothing to do with the so-called retail concepts. Let's go back to my entry. It is 109. 109. 170. Okay, that was my entry point. I entered here. Do you want me to take you back to the chart? I love having evidence, and I have a reason as to why I sent that clip in that Telegram group. I have a reason as to why I did that. You see that level? Euro USD. Let's come back here. That same level. Okay, amalala gasuse, gabade manje si malala. Let's come back here. Okay, I sold there. Now, liquidity down here. Liquidity being generated here. We are not trading back to the 20 institutional level after taking liquidity here, breaking structure. Okay, we broke structure down here. Want to all about these dollar signs. We broke structure here. When you come back up here, we are generating liquidity. But retail traders, indicators are showing you that this is an overbought. Now, let me just add one indicator here. Though I hate putting those things on my chart, I want us to look at this area with all sorts of indicators. The Bollinger Bands, the so-called RSI, the so-called, there is this indicator with 3 lines which I've actually forgotten its name, which one of our brothers is using to teach people how to be profitable. Okay, let me just add something like I'm not being, I'm not being ridiculous. I'm just being realistic here, okay? Or maybe if you want, you can do it on your own, okay? Do this on your own. I don't want to have indicators on this screen and, people like, hey, he uses indicators to trade, all that kind of stuff. So let's, that aside, I love joking sometimes. Do you remember about the failure swing I talked about? Do you remember about the failure swing we talked about? Oh la la. I told you we break structure first, then a failure swing. While I was teaching you retail concepts, I didn't want to go deep down, okay? And at the journey you've started, we are going to be going deep down into details. That's why I didn't want to introduce, you know, things like break of market structure with liquidity down here, liquidity here, institutional levels, explaining each and everything to you yet. What I actually wanted to do is introduce the retail concepts to you, because I told you we shall be using these concepts to trade in the future. I didn't want to talk about the power of 3 yet. Are we talking about it now? Yes, we are. I think you're seeing each and everything with your naked eyes. Look on my screen. What happens? Study this chart. We trade higher for liquidity here. Equal highs. Even on a 5-minute chart, equal highs are very important, folks. I will also teach you time and price. What do we do here? Have we taken liquidity down? Yes, we have taken liquidity down. Are we generating more liquidity up here? Yes. Why are we generating liquidity? We are generating liquidity to push price lower. Lower, where to? Where to? Now, it seems weird, but let me take it back on the daily chart. Yes, we are here to learn, folks. If you like me, like me. If you hate me, then I don't care. Daily chart. Old low, equal lows. We are trading below this low, folks. Below this low. This is where we are taking price. Below this huge candle. 7th March 2022. We want to trade below, okay, this low. March 7th low. How many pips below? I want to see 100 pips below this. I want to see myself run 100 pips below this. Oh la la. Let's just. Now those are 41 pips. 46. But from my entry point, I want to see 100 pips, okay? From my entry point, I want 100 pips below this. From my entry point, sorry. 100 pips. I want us to go back to. What do you see on your screen? More liquidity here now. Price won't trade higher than this. Price won't trade higher than this. It won't trade higher than this. Liquidity fetched here, liquidity fetched here. This is a story for another day. Or maybe after 2 years. Trading where? Higher than that. But I don't want to take you there yet, because we have a lot to learn here, from here. We have a lot. Should we go to on a 15-minute chart? Maybe we should. Now this is, I think you're now familiar with the chart, okay? You're now familiar with the chart. What happened? I told you I want to see 100 pips from this level here, okay? 100 pips from here to where? Below yesterday's, below this low here. Below this low here, I want to see 100 pips from my entry point to below this. So let's first measure 100 pips from my entry point, which is this institutional level. It is a 20, okay? Let's just copy the coordinates. Let me copy the coordinates. Copy, come back to Luganda, add another line, double click, paste. I want to see, paste there, okay. Now, let me just look for 100 pips from that level. Okay, even before it goes below that, we already have 106 pips. Now, this trade had 170 something pips. Okay, 163. The whole of this. But if I'm looking at trading below this low, let me take 100 and something, 120 maybe pips, or maybe 130 pips. Did I just talk about old lows and highs, equal lows and highs? Did I just talk about institutional levels? Did I just talk about taking liquidity first, down below these lows, then liquidity above these highs, then the price trades in its direction? Do you want me to take you on a daily chart, or do you want me to show you more trades like these ones? Do you want me to show you more charts doing this same thing here? Folks, stop using indicators. Stop paying people that are teaching you retail concepts. Now, if you paid me your money to teach you this, just like I told you, I used to charge people by teaching them these things, because I paid a lot of money to learn this as well. And I discovered a lot on my own. Folks, this video is taking more minutes than usual. This is how you do your analysis. I took this trade. I don't want to tell you how much money I made out of this trade. This is how I survive. I don't want to show you my live account. Hey, I made 50 million Ugandan shillings today on this trade. Now, when I told you that, is it possible to make or to earn 200 million while trading Forex? Most folks were like, oh no, guy, abadichi. It is possible when you're doing these things. It is possible when you're watching a price move up and down. It is possible when you're a price action trader, but when you're an indicator trader, you'll always lose money. So what I want you to do is, because I don't want to have indicators on my chart. I'm not claiming to be the best trader in Uganda, because I don't want that title. Just like I've told you, I am here to teach you these things. I am here to open your eyes. If you already knew these things, then congratulations. This video is not for you. This channel is not for you. If you know how to trade, this channel is not for you. You can skip and go to other channels or do other things. I am here to teach those that have actually been, looking for these things. Those are the people I'm teaching. If you're a trader that already knows these setups, I'm sorry, this channel won't help you. So, we shall be diving deep into these things. I want you as a Ugandan to also be profitable from the Forex market. These same things happen on Bitcoin. These same things happen on each and every currency pair. I don't want to teach someone that will have indicators on their charts. I will be proud to see that you can also teach, someone the same way I'm doing here, explaining to them, these same things, these same setups here. Yeah, my private students will see this and they will be like, Tumanya kataleje kalaga. I normally send signals to people, free signals, and they're like, oh my God, I don't want you to worship me. I don't want you to think that I'm a God. I'm a human being just like you are. But what did I do? I watch price before it makes its move. I will predict where price is going, not by using indicators, but these same things here. So folks, nebye bitono eno video kekomewano tulabe ekidda maaso.